This lesson will be solving absolute value equations. You may want a calculator nearby if you don't want to have to do the calculations. You're going to want to remember that absolute value means distance from zero. So keep that in mind as we solve. Other than that, we solve these just like normal equations. We're going to say, let's suppose we have the absolute value of x minus 9. Well, to get an answer of an absolute value equals 11, you would have either negative 11 or positive 11 would both give you the absolute value of 11. So just kind of remember that off to the side. The absolute value of negative 11 equals 11. The absolute value of 11 equals 11. So if this is an absolute value that equals 11, then you know that it could either be negative 11 or positive 11. So I'm going to say this breaks into 2, and x minus 9, what's inside has to be 11. Or it has to be negative 11. And then it's a one-step equation. It's like the ZPP, where you're going to add 9 to both sides. And you'll have x equals 20, and you'll have x equals negative 2. Let's make sure we agree with that. So as a check, just kind of in your brain, say, okay, so 20 minus 9, oh, that equals 11. So the absolute value of 11 is 11. And negative 2 minus 9, oh, that equals negative 11. The absolute value of negative 11 is 11. Let's look at another one. So 35 equals negative 5a plus 12. So this time, negative 5a plus 12 has to be 35, or negative 5a plus 12 could be negative 35. So we solve. This is a two-step equation. And you'll have negative 5a equals 23. And this is where I say, I know you can do your subtraction and your addition and all of that, but you don't want to miss something just because. Okay, so now you're going to finish off by dividing both sides by negative 5. And a is going to be 23 divided by 5, negative, so it'd be negative 4.6. And I'm rounding, no, I'm not even rounding, that comes out to be perfect. And then you're going to subtract 12 here. So you'll have negative 5a equals negative 47. Divide both sides by negative 5. Good chance to remember that a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And you end up with 9.4. So here, when I plug in, I'm doing negative 5 times negative 4.6. So negative 5 times negative 4.6, negative times a negative is a positive. So I end up with 23 plus 12, which gives me my 35. So always do that check, and you know the absolute value of 35 is 35. So same with your 9.4. Let's go on to the next one. So this time, now, the companion problem I'm going to ask you to think about here is, what if you had 4x equals 56? You know right away you would say that's multiplying, so we're going to undo multiplication with dividing both sides by 4. Okay, so here you're going to do the same thing. First, you're going to divide both sides by 4. That will cancel out, and you end up with your 56 divided by 4 gives you 14. So you'll have n plus 8 equals 14, and don't forget that's in the absolute value. So that splits off into n plus 8 equals 14, or it could be negative 14, n plus 8 equals negative 14. So this is a lot like the ZPP now. So you subtract, and you'll have n equals 6, subtract, and you'll have n equals negative 20. Let's take one more example. And here we have the same concept. You may want to pause this and do it on your own. So again, you're going to divide both sides by what is outside of that absolute value. And you'll have v plus 2 equals 7. Remember, it's in the absolute value right now. So you would say this could be v plus 2 equals 7, or v plus 2 equals negative 7. You can subtract both sides, and you'll end up with v equals 5, or v equals negative 9. So when you plug that in, it should work out for you. And that is how you solve absolute value equations.